Shalom Yasharallah. This is Yeshaya with a car chronicle. I'm at a red light, so let me try to get to that scripture ASAP. Ezekiel 3:8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. So I wanted to go into that. Because okay, so going back to the GPS, because I got to get to work. The Lord works in mysterious ways. It was actually literally a crew. When the light turned green, there was a crew that was working on, I guess, painting, the signs on the road. So I was stopped at a green light. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord gave me more time to read that scripture. But anyway, so the reason why I bring that scripture out is because a lot of times the two or three of y'all that actually watch my videos hear a lot of mercy, a lot of patience, that we're supposed to be a certain way, and I don't want to by any means give off the wrong impression. I'm not pussifying the way you're supposed to teach the Bible. I'm not telling you to go out there and be soft and be weak and be a wimp. All I'm telling y'all is know when to do what. Because the scripture, when I just read it, talks about the Lord making thy face hard. That's because, there are going to be times when you go to camp and people are going to be hostile. You know how many times we faced off with gangbangers when we was teaching the North? Muslims, when we was teaching the North? We faced off against some real niggas, basically, at camp. We faced off with some potential murderers, and in some cases, literally, we faced off with some killers. There's been times we was surrounded. You cannot put up a weak front. As Israel, let me tell you something. I'm all for punching somebody in the fucking mouth. I'm all for it, 100%. Somebody coming to, not at camp necessarily, but I'm saying, like, y'all know that scripture that I always like to pull, Proverbs 18:6. I'm all for going out there and teaching harsh. And if somebody insults you or insults the church, curse their ass out, make fun of them, whatever you have to do. It's always preferable to go in the scriptures, but you know what? We're humans at the end of the day. We're men. There's limitations to containing your fucking temper. I'll never forget, a dude came at us at camp one time in North. We was teaching in front of a bus stop. He got on the wrong bus, and the brother teacher, Mathafi, was like, that ain't even your bus. Look at you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. You don't gotta even be disrespectful. But if they're disrespectful, I'm not by any means gonna tell you don't disrespect them back. Because the demons at camp could be very disrespectful. Baby Hebrew one time was reading. Motherfuckers was talking about his high-pitched voice. I'm talking about because me and him used to be in the same camp. People was making fun of his high-pitched voice. Another brother, Kasaja, one time, he's not in the faith no more, but Kasaja was teaching. They was making fun of his high-pitched voice. One time, this brother Labraham read something wrong. A bitch was like, he can't even read. And then as he kept reading, I was like, I thought he couldn't read. Things like that, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to do that too. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be soft. Don't go to camp and be all patience and all loving and no, you got to also have a fucking backbone. You got to have some hardness, because the scriptures tell you the Lord is going to make our face hard against their faces, man. No, don't let nobody back you down. And listen, if you got to fight, fight. Don't shy away from that shit neither. You don't know how many times, man, like it really got to the point. We got locked up one weekend. It was Bon Lawyer teaching. Bitch spit in his face. And then it's unfortunate, but a brother, she basically hooked off on another brother, and then that brother clobbered. He hooked that bitch so hard. She had a fucking twice. He hooked her twice. She looked like a damn unicorn with that knot that was in front of her forehead. And I'm not by any means telling y'all go hit women, but that was an instance of self-defense. But try not to fight, of course. But if you see that it's getting to that hostile point, and you got somebody that's not listening and they're very disrespectful, don't shy away from it neither. Don't be afraid of it. We're not there to fight. We don't want to make the camp spot hot. But shit, man, when I tell you, sometimes it's better to make the camp spot hot to let motherfuckers know. You ain't gonna come over here and push nobody around. That's why I always that's why I always push for a dangerous camp spot, man. nice broad and market, because that's where you're going to be tested, and that's where you're going to go through things. And that's where you're going to show. That's where you're going to be able to show you fear nothing. That's where you're going to be able to show, okay, he's about the Lord. But standing around yelling at a fucking camera ain't going to do shit. You want to talk about putting in work. Brave the elements. Go to camp on a hot day. Go to camp on a cold day. You know what I mean? Go to camp when it's not easy to go to camp. That's work. A lot of brothers done lost their, YouTube has made brothers soft, honestly. The way y'all go to camp, some fucking pretty boy nigga could go to camp the same way y'all do. And he won't break a fucking nail. Like, no, we gotta be fucking out there rebuking motherfuckers, man, letting them know. Making our face, the Lord made our face strong against theirs. What does that mean? Like, you got people out there with mean and vengeful countenances, whatever, faces. Then we gotta be out there with bold and mean looking faces. Not literally if it don't call for it. But if you got people coming in, a hostile crowd coming in, arguing with you and shit, wanting to start fights, don't back up. Don't back off. Don't be soft. Trust me, man. You're going to bring shame to the word if you do. Like I said, man, we don't win at it with fucking gang members. We don't win at it with Muslims. What else? We done went at it with fucking military men, Navy dudes. And let me tell you, them Gomer Pyle, them damn, what they call seamen, they tough. They not the back down type either. They see that we out there condemning their society. Brothers done got cigarettes flicked at them. Brothers got spit at. I'm telling you, man, camp is work. Don't be too sheltered. Don't be afraid to go out there and fucking get your hands dirty, man. Don't get your fucking hands dirty. Right now, on my record, it would probably say that back in 2002, I was arrested for rioting and shit. So that's going to permanently give me something to have to explain in a job interview. Like, why were you arrested in 2002 for rioting? That's that situation with Bun Lawyer, where Basadar, you know, it was me, Bun Lawyer, Basadar, this brother Azariah from, I don't know what camp he with. He do go to camp, though. He was with House of David at the time, but he was out there filming us. This brother Kushat, who's no longer at least practicing the faith the way we do. He went off with the Sons of Thunder Adiyala in him, so I don't know what, but I don't know his whereabouts today. And Bun Lawyer, it was like 5 of us got locked up, you know? And I'm not gonna say who's the one, or even if he was ever caught, the one that hooked off on the bitch. But, and like I said, I'm not for hitting women, but this woman spit in Bun Lawyer's face and then hooked off on another brother. You know, so this is not a normal situation here, you know? And that's why I always say when women come up, be delicate. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to have to explain why you hit a woman. Like this, even if you're not in the wrong, it's not going to fly too well with a lot of people. You know, even in a future possible relationship, like you don't want to have to explain, I got locked up because a female hooked off on me. No, you know, it's not going to sound too good. You know what I mean? But overall, you know, I don't want nobody to take my videos about patience and about being tactful the wrong way. You know, we still got to go out there and be hard, man. We still got to go out there and be strong. We got to present a united front. We cannot let the people think. One thing that we can't let people think is that we're weak. Merciful does not have to mean weak. Merciful is, listen, I sin like you do. I fuck up like you do, so I'm not going to condemn you. You know, I'm not gonna be as judgmental. You know, you still got to go out there and tell them the punishments and the things that they're going to go through if they don't get right. You know, but you don't make it personal. You know, because brothers in this truth love to threaten people's lives, and nigga, you might not be one of them that kills nobody. You might be one of the ones getting killed. We got to be very careful going out there and presenting this message the way we do, because we're not as I think a lot of brothers think that they're more I guess certainly gonna be the ones selected than they really are. You don't know. You don't know that. That's why I'm still 23 years in. I'm still going to camp. Every chance I get, if I can help it, I go to camp. You know, and I try to do as much a good job as I can. You know, still 23 years in. You got men, you know, the elders. Apostle Tahar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle I'm old. Apostle Orion Lob. Did I mention Apostle Tahar? I mean, Gabar. You know, Manatazak. Man, I can't name everybody. You know what I'm saying? Zabak been out there a lot of years. He still go to camp. Danyala's been out there a lot of years. He still go to camp. Ain't no stopping. There's no stopping. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to go out there and we got to still try to do a good job. We still got to do our job. The work don't stop. You know? But yeah, that's really what I wanted to say. You know, don't never take these videos where I tell brothers to be more patient. It's just going to be less times that we're going to have to present, you know, be harsh if, you know, we do the right thing. We're not gonna have to be fighting all the time. You know, but then again, as time goes by, demons are gonna be more demons. As I'm gonna take things that Jake like to say, right? The demons are gonna demon. You know, just like yesterday, bitches was saying the sun is sunning, right? The demons are gonna demon. They're gonna do what they do. You know, the math is mathing, the demons are demoning. There's nothing you can do about that. You know, and sometimes, like I said, you're going to get into scuffles, or you're going to get into altercations or confrontations, and do not back down. If you're scared, get a dog. That's what DMX said. If you're scared, don't go to camp. We're not there to be scary. We're there to be bold, man. Bold in the face of those that have afflicted us. What does that mean? That means don't back down. What was that song? I forgot which dancehall song. I think it was what's his name? Baby Sham. Baby Sham. He was like, never back down. That's the principle. That's the principle. When you go to camp, never back down. Don't never back down. These demons cannot stop you, cannot make you look afraid, make you feel afraid. I don't give a damn if you're shitting in your pants. Look strong. Look strong. Never go to camp again if you're afraid, but look strong. Present yourself, you know, in a way where demons will be like, yo, nah, we can't test this nigga. You know? And that's it. That's the video. You know? And that's it. I want to say shalom, and, you know, once again, don't go to camp soft or scared. Shalom.